I wanted to share something that happened to me today. Um, we made an offer with a buyer that I've been working with for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and we found a house during the past weekend, and he liked the house, so he decided to make an offer. I, of course, pull up the comps to so we can establish a price for a fair offer, and we wrote an offer. The house was priced at 259.9, and we wrote an offer at 220 and $10,000 back for credit towards buyer's closing costs. We felt that the offer was a very fair offer based on the recent sales. There were two comparables that closed in the past 6 months only on that community, and one closed for 210 with $6,000 with buyer contribution from the seller, and another one for 224 with no contribution. So those are the only two sales in the past 6 months. So we decided that 220 and $10,000 back was a fair offer or a very good starting point. However, I got a counter offer today, and it really disappointed me that the agent and the seller are handling the way they're handling this transaction. Um, the seller has been listed since October 2010 at 259.9, never reduced the price, and the house is sitting there and it's not selling. Number one. Number two, I got the counter, and the counter was 240, $5,000 back, and some other changes to the contract that are minor. But the thing that upset me a little bit was the agent sent me a comp that closed in July last year for 248. Now we all know appraisers don't go that far back. Appraisers only go back 6 months. So how can we consider this comp if it was closed in July last year? That comp is already gone. So we only have two comps, and that's 224 and that's 210 with $6,000 back. Your average price between the two, it's going to be 215 to 220. So our offer was a fair offer. We were willing to negotiate at 240 with $5,000 back. My buyer is right now just backing up, and we're going to continue looking at houses. I just, I'm a little disappointed because I just one of the excuses that the agent used as of why they countered that high was because the seller had a mortgage and she had to pay it off, and then um, they couldn't go lower. Well, if they can't go lower, that doesn't mean that the house is going to sell for what they need to sell it for. The house is worth what the house is worth. The house is worth what the market dictates. If you owe more than your house is worth, then you can't sell it. You might want to do a short sale, but you can't sell it for more just because you need to. I know that's harsh. I know those words are a little, hard to hear, but unfortunately, there's nothing we can do, either as agents, or as buyers, or sellers. Remember, the houses have to appraise, and for the buyer to buy your house, they need to get an appraisal. And if your house doesn't appraise for what you want, then at the end of the day, the bank is not going to lend the money, and you're not going to be able to sell your house. I thought I'd share that with you.